You slept 8 hours. You drank your water. You even tried the cold spoon trick. And those dark circles? Still right there, staring back at you in the mirror. Here's the thing nobody tells you. Most concealers weren't actually designed to tackle the specific under-eye area, so you've been fighting a losing battle with the wrong tools. But the right concealer, the right formula, doesn't just cover the darkness. It color corrects it, plumps the skin, and makes you look like you've had the best sleep of your life. So here are the 10 concealers that genuinely deliver on that promise.
Number 10. e.l.f. Cosmetics Hydrating Camo Concealer. Let's kick things off with a budget pick that has absolutely no business performing this well. The e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer has a cult following for a reason. It's creamy, it blends like a dream, and it doesn't settle into fine lines the way so many drugstore options do. For under-eye circles specifically, the coverage is surprisingly full without feeling heavy or cakey. The standout quality here is the formula. It's packed with ingredients like aloe vera and peptides, which means you're not just covering the skin. You're actually giving it a little something to work with. That hydration factor keeps the under-eye area looking smooth throughout the day, not dry and crinkled by noon. The honest caveat? It can crease on very mature or very dry under-eye areas if you skip primer or a good eye cream beforehand. Thin layers are your best friend with this one. Build slowly rather than going in heavy. At around $12, this is genuinely one of the best value for money concealers on the market right now. You'll find it at Target, Walmart, and pretty much every drugstore. A total no-brainer if you're testing the waters.
Number 9. Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Shape Tape is practically legendary at this point. There's a reason it was breaking the internet a few years back, and it's still one of the top-selling concealers in the US. It delivers serious coverage, which makes it particularly effective for deep, bluish dark circles that other concealers just sort of give up on. The formula is thick and opaque, and a little goes a very long way. The matte finish gives the under-eye area a clean, lifted look that genuinely takes years off, especially on camera or in photos. It also locks in and stays put, which is huge if you're wearing it for a long day. Here's the watch out though. Because it's matte and full coverage, it can look dry and emphasize texture if your under-eye skin is on the dehydrated side. You absolutely need to prep with a good hydrating eye cream or primer, and blending it out quickly before it sets is non-negotiable. It retails around $35 at Ulta and Sephora, middle-of-the-road pricing, and the tube lasts a long time since you use so little each application.
Number 8. NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. NARS Radiant Creamy is the concealer that beauty editors have been quietly recommending for years, and if you haven't tried it yet, this is your sign. It's the opposite of Shape Tape in the best possible way. Creamy, luminous, and so easy to blend that even beginners get a seamless result. What makes it special for dark circles is the balance it strikes between coverage and radiance. It covers well without going into that flat, deadening territory some full coverage formulas can. The light-reflecting particles in the formula actually make the under-eye area look refreshed and lifted, like you've got a little invisible highlighter built right in. The caveat is the price, and also that the radiant finish can look a bit too shiny on oily skin types, especially in the under-eye crease area. If you're oily, set it lightly with a translucent powder. At $35, it's at the same price point as Shape Tape, but it's widely available at Sephora, Ulta, and NARS counters. Absolutely worth the investment.
Number 7. Rare Beauty Positive Light Silky Touch Concealer. Selena Gomez's brand has been genuinely impressive across the board, and this concealer is one of the standouts. The Positive Light Concealer has a silky, almost serum-like texture that glides on effortlessly and feels weightless under the eyes, which is exactly what you want in a delicate area. The coverage is medium to full, and the formula contains squalane, which is a deeply nourishing skin ingredient. It feels comfortable all day, never tight, never dry, never cakey. And the shade range is excellent, with 48 shades designed to flatter a huge variety of skin tones and undertones. My caveat here is that the lighter shades can run slightly pink-toned, which isn't ideal if you're trying to neutralize blue or purple circles without a separate color corrector, worth doing a swatch test before committing. It's $25 at Sephora and the Rare Beauty website, a really solid price for how the formula performs. One of those products I always have in rotation. Number 6. Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage. This one is a bit of a different format. It's a dual pan concealer that lets you mix 2 shades to match your exact skin tone, and that customizable approach is genuinely brilliant for complex undertones. Laura Mercier's Secret Camouflage has been around for decades, and it has earned that longevity. The coverage is full but buildable, and the texture is that perfect medium, not too dry, not too creamy. It also happens to be one of the best concealers for the overlap zone between your eye area and cheek, where color and texture can get complicated. Makeup artists love this one for a reason. Be aware that the matte finish and thick formula need thorough blending, or it can look patchy. It also requires a brush or sponge. Fingertip blending doesn't work as well here. And the packaging, while elegant, isn't the most hygienic for daily dipping. It's about $43 and available at Nordstrom and Laura Mercier's site. On the pricier side, but it lasts a very long time, and pros genuinely swear by it. Number 5. Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Concealer. Honestly, the name isn't lying. The Maybelline Instant Age Rewind has that iconic micro-corrector sponge applicator tip, and it makes blending the under-eye area almost foolproof. Twist, tap, and you've got soft focus coverage right where you need it. Zero fuss. The formula is infused with goji berry and haloxyl, which are ingredients known to help reduce the appearance of dark circles over time. It's not just cosmetic coverage, it's pulling double duty as a treatment product. The finish is soft matte with a slight radiance that doesn't look flat. The one thing to watch is that the sponge applicator can harbor bacteria if you're not careful about keeping the tip clean. Give it a quick wipe with micellar water regularly, or you're just pressing buildup back into your skin. At $11 to $13 at the drugstore, this is one of the most accessible and effective options on this whole list. It's been a bestseller for years, and it absolutely deserves to be. Number 4. Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Liquid Concealer. Charlotte Tilbury is one of those brands that rarely misses, and the Magic Away Concealer is a perfect example of why. It's full coverage, it's long wearing, and it has this almost magical ability to neutralize the color beneath dark circles, while simultaneously brightening the whole under-eye area. The formula contains vitamin E and hyaluronic acid, giving it a hydrating backbone that keeps the coverage from looking dry or powdery, even hours into wear. It also has a very precise doe foot applicator that makes placement easy and clean. For anyone who struggles with precision under the eye, this makes the whole process feel so much smoother. The honest caveat is the price, and also that it can transfer onto glasses or sunglasses if you're wearing them, something to be mindful of. It retails at $39 from Charlotte Tilbury counters and online. A splurge, but if your dark circles are a genuine source of insecurity, this one has a way of making you feel like you've just handled the problem. Number 3. Bobbi Brown Skin Full Coverage Longwear Concealer. Bobbi Brown has always understood skin. That's the whole brand ethos, and this concealer reflects that deeply. The Skin Full Coverage Longwear Concealer is one of my personal favorites for dark circles because it color corrects and covers in one step. The formula has warm and peachy undertones built in that work against blue and purple circles without a separate corrector underneath. The texture is creamy but not heavy, and it melts into the skin in a way that looks almost like it's coming from within, not sitting on top. All-day wear is genuinely impressive, and it doesn't crease or fade even without setting powder, which is rare at this coverage level. My one watch-out, this concealer is designed for a specific range of undertones. If you have very deep skin, finding the right shade match can be tricky. The range is more limited toward deeper shades. It's about $42 and available at Sephora, Nordstrom, and the Bobbi Brown site. Worth every cent if it matches your undertone, which for most people it will. Number 2. Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer. If you've ever wondered what the beauty industry considers a gold standard concealer, this is usually it. The Armani Luminous Silk Concealer is what makeup artists reach for when they need results that are undeniable, and once you try it, you'll immediately understand why. The texture is unlike anything else in this category. It's so smooth and silky that blending it feels effortless, and it layers without ever building up or going heavy. The luminous finish is soft and natural, not glittery or obvious. It genuinely makes the under-eye area look like better skin, not like you're wearing concealer. The only caveat is the price, and the fact that it will make every other concealer feel slightly inferior afterward, which is both a blessing and a curse. At $46, it's a luxury purchase. But if your dark circles are making you feel older or more tired than you are, this is the product that will make you feel most like yourself again. Available at Sephora and Nordstrom.
Number 1. Ilia True Skin Serum Concealer. Here we are, number 1. And I want to be upfront. This isn't just my opinion. It's consistently the concealer that surprises people the most when they try it. The Ilia True Skin Serum Concealer is, in my opinion, the most complete under-eye concealer on the market right now. What makes it different is the foundation of the formula. It's built on a serum base, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, aloe, so it's actively treating the under-eye skin while it covers it. Most concealers sit on top of the skin. This one works with it. Over time, with consistent use, you'll notice the under-eye area actually starts to look better, smoother, brighter, less crepey. The coverage is medium to buildable, which I know might sound like a limitation, but hear me out. It's enough. It neutralizes darkness beautifully, without the heaviness that makes you look older. The finish is skin-like, not matte, not shiny, just real. And because it doesn't cake or crease, it doesn't draw attention to fine lines the way heavy formulas do. That's what actually makes you look younger. Not more product, but the right product. It photographs beautifully, wears all day without needing touch-ups, and the 30-plus shades include genuinely well-considered undertones across the whole range. This is the concealer I recommend first when someone tells me nothing has worked for their dark circles. At $38 from Ilia Beauty's website, Sephora, and many natural beauty retailers, it's not cheap, but it is worth it. If you only buy one thing from this entire list, make it this one.
And that's the full list. 10 concealers that actually do what they promise. Whether you're working with a $12 budget or ready to invest in a luxury formula, there's something here that will work for you. I've also put together a video on the best color correctors for dark circles because sometimes that's the step that makes all the difference, and you can find that linked in the description. I'd love to know, which of these have you tried and which one surprised you most? Drop it in the comments. I actually read them all. And if this helped you narrow down your search, a subscribe means you won't miss what's coming next. Talk soon.